Hello everyone, welcome to our Team 1 demo. Imagine that you're a person with no CS background and you love making handicrafts during your spare time. You already have a few boxes of them stacked in your room and you don't know where to put these amazing artworks. Wouldn't it be helpful to have a simple website to display your work and sell them online without needing to learn HTML, CSS, or JavaScript? We created a DSL for helping users with no CS backgrounds to create and maintain his or her own website. The output that our user should expect will be a web page consisting of headings, navigation bar, multiple sections of products, and a footer. Each product will have its own name, price, and corresponding display pictures laid out together in the display area. The shop owner's contact information can be put in the footer. For our initial design of the DSL, we expected users to enter the following information. Title and section expect simple strings to display as headers. Theme allows the user to pick from 3 pre-written styles. Item accepts a name and a path to get the images from. Role accepts a list of items to display in a single role. Next, we'll show the 3 themes for our web page. The first one is cherry blossom style that has images laid out in a vertical scroll bar. The second one is a dark mode that displays pictures in a horizontal scroll bar. The third one is a concise style with a large main image and other smaller images on the side. Our first user study was done before the backend implementation, and we simply showed our 2 users a draft of our DSL, described the output to them, and asked for feedback. One user has CS background and the other one doesn't. Our non-CS user suggested that there should be the option to add price for each item, since the aim is to sell products, and the page should contain contact information so that people could directly consult owner about the products. As a result, we added price to each item and also added owner's contact information in the footer section. After our implementation was done, we performed a second user study with the same users from the first one. We asked them to create a simple website using our DSL with their own choice of items and pictures. Overall, the process of performing the task was pretty smooth for both users. We collected some user feedback afterwards. The non-CS user said that the role option isn't too necessary, given the layout of our themes, because 1 item per role fits the best, and anything more than that would make the page look too crowded, which is why he only entered 1 item per role when performing his task. Therefore, we decided to remove the role keyword in our DSL completely, and only allow 1 item per role. The user with CS background suggested that since there are multiple sections on the page, it would be better to have some way of jumping between sections rather than scrolling. Therefore, we added the navigation bar at the top of the page, which makes it easier for users to browse the sections that they're more interested in. Users can then switch sections with simple clicks. The user with CS background told us that our navigation bar would disappear as users scroll down. If users would like to go to a specific section, they need to scroll back and look for it. He suggested that we can have the navigation bar stick to the top of the page so that users can jump to any section at any point. We took the feedback and modified the navigation bar implementation. He also made a suggestion that we can add a new feature where only one of the images for an item is enlarged. And if users want to view other images in detail, they can click on the image to switch it with the enlarged image. This feature is pretty common on e-commerce websites, therefore we added something similar. In addition, we also have an error page for displaying the error messages, so that it's simpler for users to understand the errors and change the input accordingly. The output HTML will become an alert page if the user enters some inputs that are not following the language syntax. For example, we'll inform users about any syntax or semantic errors, such as entering wrong token, entering strings when numbers are expected, or not providing a valid path. In conclusion, our DSL has low abstraction complexity since it can only solve easy problems. Also, it has medium error proneness because it is case sensitive and cannot identify white space in some inputs, such as section names and item names. However, our language has low diffuseness because it is quite easy to learn. That's all for our demo. Thanks for listening.